So Eric,
Yes?
we were speaking about a Disney movie last time, which is a perfect transition into what you were going to tell me upstairs.
Oh, yeah. The Little Mermaid debacle.
Now what is this?
Have you seriously not heard?
Well, I know. When he said, what's it called? They were talking about PC or political correctness.
Yeah.
Osity-ism-ology.
Tisk.
And like he said that he mentioned the Little Mermaid. I thought he was either talking about the priest with the boner or the Disney executive that like put the or not executive, but like the illustrator for the cover that put the dick in the
castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you hear they're making a new Little Mermaid?
I did not.
Well, they are.
I kind of assumed it because they're remaking everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I just want something original. All we keep on getting is remakes, reboots, and rehashes.
Yeah. So here's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they've announced the casting for the new Little Mermaid. Specifically, who's gonna play Ariel?
Yeah.
It's Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey or Halle Berry?
Halle Bailey. I understand. That was my confusion as well.
So it's not Catwoman.
Correct.
Okay.
It is instead of Catwoman, it's Black Woman.
I mean, but Halle Berry's black too.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
Well, you know, Eartha Kitt, the original Catwoman from the '60s, played Yzma.
So what are you getting on? What are you getting at with this?
I'm not sure how I feel that they're taking Ariel and making her black.
Here's my thing. I feel like I'm more okay with that just because it's a remake, so it's supposed to be somewhat. I like in remakes. I like when they try to change up something, even for better or for worse. It's not like, because I've heard the big criticism with the new Lion King is that the Lion King looks amazing, but it's practically a shot-for-shot remake of the Lion King.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And
oh God!
My God!
Oh hell! Rain fire, but sire, our troops just do it.
Like I almost respect that, even if it's like a bad decision, you know. At least there's something, they bring something new or different to the table.
Here's my thing though.
But hold on. With the Harry
No, I refuse!
With the Harry Potter stuff, where J.K. Rowling was going back and being like, I never specified what race Hermione was, even though
she did.
So yeah, someone pointed out, like, you said her pale skin here. You know, like, I feel like, you know, here's the thing, if you establish it early on, it's easier to, you know, adjust to, but like, when you're just stating something to appeal to a certain group, that feels less genuine.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's saying, like...
Well, that's my problem. The fact is...
Like, Dumbledore's gay, I could kind of...
I can't.
Maybe see...
I don't see it at all.
But, like, with Hermione...
I don't believe her.
I mean, but even that was...
I don't believe you!
Even that was a bit of a stretch.
Oh, are you kidding me with this?
But, well, you hear about the new James Bond is supposed to be African-American and a female.
Well, okay. Here's the difference.
What?
That is not James Bond. That is 007. Oh!
Here, you know, alright, someone brought up a good point to me. Now, all you know, criticism aside, I mean, because there's certainly things to be said about the old James Bond with Sean Connery. But someone, you know, brought up the fact that James Bond was always kind of seen as a womanizer.
Uh-huh.
He was kind of a player, you know.
Well, yeah.
Like, literally, to the point where in the Austin Powers movie, they named his girlfriend Sex Pun because they all had, like, names that kind of sounded, you know, risque or scandalous.
They did the same thing with, I don't want to say it, but, like, they did the same that they added See You Next Tuesday to the end.
Oh, did they?
They did. In American Dad.
Now, oh, you're talking about Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The
The tearjerker.
well, you're talking about sex
Pun.
pun.
Yeah.
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 And so, God.
You know, well, we're... Oh, no!
So someone brought up, one of my dad's friends brought up a good point. They're like, so, not necessarily saying that that's needed to make a good James Bond movie, because definitely, like, the Daniel Craig James Bond and, like, the Roger Moore James Bond and Pierce Brosnan for, like, one movie, one or two. They really didn't have those. Well, Roger Moore, kind of. I think that... I believe Roger Moore was in...
I need some food, because
that was in the
I'm
campy,
gonna die.
the campy era of James Bond. But
Yeah.
but no, like, but they didn't. The newer ones don't really have that sense to them. Like they he still gets down.
Yeah, of course.
But they were saying, like, if they're trying to do the essence of James Bond.
I couldn't get out. I was trapped.
How does one go about that with an African American female?
I mean, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, because I don't know.
I mean, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm fine because it's not James Bond. It's a new character taking up the 007 mantle. This one, it's straight up just...
I mean, not to mention...
They're changing a character's race for the pure reason of social brownie points.
Well, alright, but there are some biases here because you're a big fan of Little Mermaid and you could give two ducks about
no,
James Bond. And, like...
Oh!
Well, you done played yourself. You done goofed.
No, don't run him! No! You...
Get back here! But no,
there's a way to do this.
Not to mention, I feel like
to do this.
the James Bond fan base is a little more used to having, different takes just because they switched the James Brown. James Brown?
The James Browns?
Isn't that like a sick... Yeah, James Brown. Yeah. Anyways, James Bond, they switched, like, they passed the mantle of James Bond onto, like, different people all the time, so I feel like they'd be a little more used to it.
Well, yeah, because James Bond is, like, well, I heard that people, I was actually really hyped to see Idris Elba play James Bond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like, I think he's a great actor.
But, did Idris Elba play Cyborg?
No. He played Heimdall in the Thor movies. He was Shere Khan in the Jungle Book as well.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know who you're thinking of.
I thought Idris Elba was in Justice League.
No. Not that I'm aware of.
What's the Flash's name?
Ezra Miller.
That yeah. It's and they look nothing alike, do they?
No, they don't. One of them's black, one of them's white.
I thought Ezra Miller was like Hispanic descent.
He looks more Asian than anything else.
Oh God, this is the episode.
This is where
it all goes down. I was just talking to Eric about this beforehand. I'm like, every time I bring up something mildly controversial on here, even if I'm not stating my full opinion on it, like, I worry that if my opinions have changed later on, that someone's gonna spot that video and just with the way that the internet is relentless and unforgiving.
No! Ah!
No, it didn't see us, it saw you!
Okay, no! Don't go back!
You coward! But I worry constantly about someone, dragging up something from the past.
Yeah.
And Link just...
I
gone.
I don't know what to do. It spawned me under them!
So speaking of movies...
Yeah,
I saw a really... You know me. You know that recently I've been quite
oh no!
the horror nut.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna fall in the lava. Okay, that's fine.
I watched an Austrian horror movie recently.
Uh-huh.
And it was...
Did they all...
so messed up!
No! Stop! I
It,
just want to live!
it was called Goodnight Mommy.
No, 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 no! Oh, it's too close. I'm not...
Good night, Linky.
Good night, Linky. Good night, Lincoln.
Lincoln Logs.
Okay.
But no, you having a good time? Oh my god, that like, the chunk flew right by your head. The heckin' chonker.
I literally don't know what to do here.
Well, alright.
I see.
I'll get on this later, but back to, you wanted to talk about...
I want to talk about Little Mermaid still.
PC culture.
Yeah, so here's my issue. First of all, I know for a fact they're not doing this for an artistic vision. They are purely doing this to pander to friggin' SJWs. But you know what the worst part is, in my opinion?
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is,
they're putting chemicals in the water that turn the...
no, so here's the problem with all this, you know? My big issue is the fact that the, what's it called? If it was reversed, if they had a white, if they were remaking The Princess and the Frog, and they made Tiana white,
they would call it whitewashing.
They would, like, freak out.
No, I've seen that. It's...
like with freaking, what's it called? Oh my gosh, what was it called? Oh, wait, what?
Well,
no, you can't do that.
Look at the whole rant I had about, you know, people getting offended over Seinfeld the last time.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, there were some things where they were making a point without knowing all the facts, and you know, and they
what?
They were almost
Excuse me?
Yeah. But and then, God, what was I gonna bring up? I don't know. Continue. It'll come back.
But yeah, so, well, those are my main points. You know, if it was the reverse, then people would lose their minds.
Oh, that's what it was. So literally the other night, when you, Owen, and I were sitting at the table, Owen made a joke, and you know, whether it was, you know, in poor taste or not or something.
Yeah.
He apologized, and I said, I don't care. You know, like, I've had cancer, and people have made cancer jokes around me, and then they feel bad, and then they say, oh, I'm so sorry and everything. I'm like, I could care less. And so what I told them, I said, you know what I should do? I should really play it up, and then the next time someone makes like a cancer joke and says sorry, I'm like, how dare you? You know, like, I mean, I would never do that, but yeah. But no, like, people are very, very sensitive over
dumb stuff.
No, I mean, there's certain things to be said, but like, I don't know, it's just, yeah. At the end of the day, we all suck. You know? I was telling Eric before, when you're a little kid, you know, you always like, you always hear how great America is, and like the proud to live in the land of freedom and everything. And then when you grow up and they're like, nah guys, we've done some crappy things, we suck, you know. And the biggest thing is like Christopher Columbus. Like when you're little, all you hear is like Christopher Columbus sailed the blue and
the Blotion ooh
1842. That's not even the right date, is it?
I don't know.
And then when you're old, when you grow up, he's like, nah, man, he was not a good dude. You know?
Yeah, there goes most of my health.
I vote we celebrate Christopher Columbus Day the right way.
By marching into people's homes and telling them we live there now?
Exactly.
I'm down.
Not to mention, like, he didn't even accomplish the goal he set out to do. He didn't discover America. The Native Americans did. Not to mention, he stumbled upon it because he thought he was in India. Why are we celebrating a blunder? Yeah, we can't get off Halloween because it's some pagan festival. Festival?
Festival.
It's a bunch of bull is what it is. Also, we're out of time.
Give me 1 second, just so I can just, you know, kind of get murdered.
I can do that.
See? Look, watch. I'm dying.
You're dying?
I'm literally dying.
Game over, man.
It launched me back into him!
Game over.
Ah, Joey!
Are you ready?
Yeah, just kill it.
Just kill it?
Rain fire!
Oh.